TimeRust.com proudly presents the Time Rust Brain Trust. Welcome to the Time Rust Brain Trust. Is that what we are?
Yes.
That's what we're doing right now.
Is that because it doesn't look like it?
The Time Rust Stupid
We're
cast.
We're a man down.
Trust.
Well, I was referring...
Trust us that we're dumb.
I was referring to the new...
What?
New digs.
New digs?
Yeah, we're in cat room.
Well, we're gonna
3000. Cat room 3000.
I was gonna call it the Thunderdome, but
it's not a dome.
It's not a
And
dome,
there's no thunder.
and there's no thunder. There are a lot
we
of cats.
bring the thunder.
Neither is there
It's
Tina Turner.
Cat room 3000.
There's a lot of cats.
Mitch Cat Room.
These cats are older than some of our listeners.
Probably.
Dr.
I'm not
Katz.
kidding. I'm not kidding. There's a lot of cats. This is actually called
Actually,
the cat
it's really
room.
just the same cat and then
Over
a picture
and
of a
over
cat
again.
over and over again.
It's
Yeah.
It's a sweet infinity shot.
He's like He's like grinning happy cat. Like he just ate
Like
a lot
he
of
just-
mice.
Or pooped in your shoes.
Yeah, probably
or
pooped in your
he
shoes.
finally had cheeseburger.
Ooh.
Oh, he can has.
Now the
He
internet's
has
over.
cheeseburger.
He can had.
Cat had cheeseburger.
Has
Internet done with.
He could had.
So.
We are totally out of order, but that's okay because it's new digs.
It's new digs, new
so who
rules.
cares? Yeah, exactly.
The rules, there are no rules.
We just threw him out the window.
The second rule
Wow.
is you don't talk about the podcast.
How are we not
What?
talking about the podcast? That's the dumbest rule. It's
And
not
the-
Fight Club.
The third
you
rule
lie.
is if it's your first podcast, you have to podcast.
So let's get to introductions. To my left is Steve.
How's it going, guys?
To his left is Eli.
That's me.
Eli-
I'm here
To Eli's left
at
is
the podcast club.
Nate.
Yes, because
Marquise is in New York City at,
New
the,
York City.
at the Comic-Con eating paste pecani sauce, apparently.
New York City.
That's made in Texas.
Oh, that's right. He's eating the not paste pecante sauce.
Yeah, the one where you doot doot on the
Yeah.
horse. That was a great commercial.
Yeah.
So he farted on the horse.
No, he armed the security alarm.
Anyways,
You watch too much Hulu and not enough real TV.
Yeah.
wait, what? I have cable. I watch stuff on cable. It's mostly the same kind of stuff that I would watch on Hulu, but
Your mouth is moving way ahead of your dialogue.
Oh,
He must be. Must have loaded it on Hulu Plus.
Oh, Hulu Plus. Poor stream quality. The video looks decent.
I get better stream
The audio
quality on my
sounds good.
phone.
Yeah.
If only they matched. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's even worse
Steve!
than watching anime.
what are you doing?
Well, I'm on my second playthrough of Fire Emblem Awakening.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that game
I have not even finished it
game's
once.
totally
I am a
well.
horrible,
I crushed
horrible
that game.
Fire Emblem player.
Yeah, quit talking about friggin' Pokemon.
Hey, it's way better. I'm sorry.
I don't know. There's a lot. The amount of
I
strategy
enjoy
in that
Pokemon
game.
more.
I booted up Fire Emblem Awakening. I couldn't put it down, and I crushed it. And
Nice.
the hero I had at the end, he went through like a melee swordsman type class, and he dodged everything. No one could hit him, and he counterattacked 3 times and just
Oh my god.
mangled the world.
Did you have him? Did you like bring in the guy that knows how to like do the double move, like or so that like
Olivia?
if you, whoever it is that like if you move and then it kills somebody, you get to move again.
Oh, that's Gale Force. I didn't go so far as to like super optimize my party
okay.
because you have to go through.
I was reading way ahead of where I
yeah,
was in the game.
the dark flyer
You can
flyer
do crazy
advanced
stuff.
class, and you gotta. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you
but
can do crazy stuff.
I just had the dancer chick with me so that like when I would move and stop, she would dance, and then I could move again, which was pretty cool.
That's
But
okay.
so I'm playing a lot of Fire Emblem. I've almost got my second 90 on Warcraft, which is a Fury Warrior, which is a lot of fun.
Nice.
I finally got out my first article jamming on the website, and I've been studying for a test I've got for my apprenticeship program with my bricklayers next weekend.
Nice.
And then I've got a wedding to go to on Saturday that's not mine, but it's my friend Brandon's. But the best part about Saturday, aside from the wedding, is Pokemon X and Y come out, and I'm totally gonna go pick up my copy and then play it all up until the wedding starts.
Nice. I also have plans Saturday evening, and I will be taking Pokemon with me.
I'm actually.
I'm hoping that other people will be doing the same thing at this event that I go to, and I will get some street passes.
Oh, right. I'll. Is it a Pokemon specific event?
No, it is not.
Okay. I also finished Shelter.
Nice.
Which made me cry a little.
Oh, did they all die?
No, I actually was a very good mother, and I kept most of my babies alive.
Oh, that's good.
I only lost one to a bird.
Oh, I think that one you almost have to lose that one.
Nope.
No, you can
go
totally
through
avoid that.
I'm gonna go. I started another playthrough, and I've been vigilant. I've been killing foxes and mice.
Is there a hardcore mode? Like if one dies, it's game over, and you have to start.
Nah, but the thing that makes the game so difficult is you have to watch the health of the babies, so that you have to constantly.
Which is just like their color saturation.
Yeah, their color saturation. They go from colored to not colored, and when they're not colored, they starve to death.
Yeah.
But the problem is with the way the AI works. Sometimes one will eat all the food you drop. So you actually have to single the one that's sick out.
Yeah, you have to really I saw that in the video that I watched. Really have to all right, this guy needs food. I'm gonna bring it right over here to you. Get away. Okay, drop.
I named half the babies, and I had baby chubbers.
Baby chubbers.
Yeah, he ate everything.
Nathan does not approve.
No,
baby chubbers.
Not at all.
Heart of stone.
If you didn't have ice water running through your veins, you could probably enjoy a heartfelt journey through the woods with Shelter.
Mm-hmm.
But your
no.
Your tag is Sign of Hate, which says it all.
The amazing ice-blooded man.
Yeah, which is usually reserved for women.
It's called acid. Cold acid.
Acid for blood? What are you,
cold
a xenomorph? You just sit there, you sneak up behind someone, you're like, and then when they turn around, you're like, whoosh.
That or I impale them with my hand.
Ooh.
Although I met this dude at work named Predator. Kind of a douche.
Yeah, he's always, tromping on your parade and
I know.
making better movies than you.
Mm-hmm.
I think he killed my mom.
She probably had it coming with the whole,
Well, she just sat there all the time with that giant
ovipositor?
Yeah, behind her.
Shooting out egg. Yeah, anyway. Of course, what I've been doing. I had... Wow, that totally derailed my train of thought.
That was my Tim Curry, by the way.
Yeah, it was...
Peter Pan!
Right. Anyway, I've been watching a lot of stuff on Hulu and Netflix. We've been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy. And then we...
Would you say it's great?
Actually, yeah, it's a well-written show.
Not good.
It eventually turns into what my parents call is Gay's Anatomy, where the social situations are floated in heavily, but we're not to season 6 yet. So, but then again, my parents are conservative.
I don't understand why that show exists. It's bad.
Because ER was gone,
and there was a void.
So they were like, we need to make something real bad.
And then they decided
to try and scoop up people that like doctor drama.
Yeah, and they grabbed some middle-aged woman that would appeal to housewives, oh, she's around my age but sparky.
I don't hate the show, but I've also been watching Quick Draw on Hulu, which is great because I like cowboys and I like funny things, so a funny cowboy show is actually quite good. And lots of anime. Lots of bad anime.
Watch Valve Rave the Liberator.
I'm about to, but I've been rewatching High School of the Dead, getting ready for the next season.
It's good.
Which is never coming.
It's never coming.
Shut your mouth. You shut it right now before I put my fist in it.
I'm just being real. This is real talk.
Real talk. Eli, what are you doing?
This week I've been playing Grand Theft Auto.
Still?
I was like, thanks for telling us. My turn.
So, Nate, what have you been doing?
Do you have anything else?
I've been.
That's
doing
an earnest question.
I've been doing that.
I understand how important Grand Theft Auto is.
Tuesday, I got accepted into the Hearthstone beta, and
how is that, by the way?
Awesome.
I just now.
It is terrific.
Is it something that you'd want to? Like, is it something that you'd hope they would integrate in the game that you could play as a DPS while you're waiting for your instance to pop?
That would be really cool. Like, yeah, if you could launch it from within World of Warcraft, that would be kind of interesting. Or like if there was some kind of World of Warcraft tie-in, like you could buy cards on the auction house or something with in-game gold. That would be kind of neat.
In-game gold.
Or like if you killed certain bosses, you get a card. Like, which I think that's already something they're planning on implementing. I believe.
Cool. So kind of like when you kill a specific boss and you get a battle pet.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like, but then because like along with the beta for Hearthstone, I also got the beta for the Battle.net client, which is the launcher for all Blizzard stuff.
And how is that?
It's cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice because you open that up and it updates all of your Blizzard games.
So it's kind of like Origin.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but not garbage.
See, I don't have a problem with Origin.
And you can, I believe you can do chat through it so you can access the Battle.net chat while you're on there, so you can access your friends and chat with them while you've got the client open.
The only reason
I didn't do that.
The only reason I use Origin right now is for Mass Effect.
The only reason I have Origin on my computer is because it was a requirement to play SimCity. That's the only reason it exists on my computer.
You know, I have it online because I have like all these like super cheap games from sales they've had on Origin that I didn't know by going to Origin, but from other people.
Yeah, see,
it's not awful, and I actually haven't had a problem with it, and I've always had their personnel be. I just
don't see the need for it.
I just don't play a lot of EA. I mean, games
Steam
right
exists, so why do I need Origin?
Because EA doesn't sell its games on Steam.
I know, that's the only reason. That's the only reason anybody gets Origin. And like, guess what? Sell your games on Steam. Shut up. Quit being a baby.
They want some of that money.
EA is a baby. EA is a baby.
Well,
they're a baby.
They can afford to.
They're a baby with a poopy diaper.
Because they're one of the biggest software developers.
And they're sitting there sticking their hand in it and going, chocolate.
Where are you at tonight? That is the third poop comment you've made.
I don't know. They're stupid. I don't like it.
Wow, that was very specific. I'm a little worried.
So
see what happens when we don't have Marquise here. Things just go out the window.
He's gonna listen to this later
that I've
and be
been
like,
doing,
"Oh my gosh!"
He's gonna look at him and go, "I'm so glad."
After Time Rust Tuesday, I played a little bit more Hearthstone. I unlocked all 9 character classes to play as.
Wait, you have character classes?
Yeah, there's character classes.
Explain this to me, please.
Okay, so there are 9 character classes, and those character classes all have like their own like hero ability. Like Jaina Proudmoore is a mage, and so she has a fireball that costs 2 mana that she can cast once every turn.
Okay.
Okay. Like then there's the paladin. He has the ability to summon a footman with 1 health and 1 attack.
Neat. So he makes a little 1/1 counter.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, like, each of the 9 classes have their own abilities, but then they also have specific cards that can only be used by that class.
Okay.
There's also then a large pool of cards that can be used by any class.
Okay.
The cards are also tiered, like loot. So there's common, rare, epic, and legendary.
Common's a great rapper, by the way. He's great on Hell on Wheels.
He's not bad. So you get cards in packs of 5, which you can buy for 100 coins, or you can buy them for real money.
Okay. So it could be it's potentially a giant money grab in the way of.
I mean, you can buy 40 packs of cards for $50.
So it's like playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, it's like if you want to build your deck quickly, you can make an investment, or if you just want to take your time and have fun, then you can build it up over time.
I'm a big fan of taking my time and having fun.
There are 3 separate modes. There's practice mode, which is just where you can go and familiarize yourself with the characters, try out new decks that you've customized, and other stuff like that. And you still earn experience, and you can complete certain quests in there. But then there's play, which is just, it'll match you against a random player close to your skill. And you play using one of your custom decks or one of the pre-made decks. And then there is the arena, which starts off by presenting you with a random character. Like you'll randomly be, or maybe you get to pick a character. I don't remember if you pick a character or you're randomly assigned a character, but either way, at that point, after you've got a character, you're presented with 3 cards at random for you to pick to start building your deck. A deck consists of 30 cards. So then you pick a card, and it just keeps cycling you through a set of 3 cards, like after you pick one. And so you eventually build a deck randomly out of all these cards they've presented you with, and then you immediately go into matchmaking. And you take this random deck against other people that have done the same thing, and you try and win using this random deck that you've built.
Okay.
And it tracks your wins, and as you win more, like you get better rewards. After you lose 3 times with that deck, it expires, and you have to make a new deck. So if you keep doing really well with that deck, you can get better and better rewards. And there's like keys that unlock different loot items or something. Packs of cards, special cards for your character. Like, so there's all kinds of stuff to do in that game, and the presentation is just amazing. Like, Blizzard has done an amazing job with it. But it's a lot of fun. I was so stoked to finally get into the beta. Like,
I'm glad they have decided to make something different aside from the
Warlock absolutely
expansion. But I'm also displeased that they probably pulled people from Diablo.
And I'm also displeased that Blizzard Heroes is still not out yet.
Yeah,
Is that the?
That's the MOBA.
I'm thinking that at BlizzCon on November
I'm guessing
8th and 9th.
Is
it 8th and 9th?
Yeah.
They're gonna probably unveil it.
Is BlizzCon a little later this year? Or is it just?
It is. It's normally
later.
the end of October. It's normally like the 19th and 20th of October, somewhere around there.
I'm
it is a little bit. It's
really looking forward to BlizzCon.
Yep, I'll be dropping my $40 to watch the stream as I do every year.
Because
it's outrageous.
It's not outrageous. How is that outrageous? It's like $1,000 to go there.
That is outrageous.
Why is that outrageous?
That's a trip cost, not a ticket.
That's not a ticket. The ticket is like $200.
Okay, you said it's $1,000.
It's $1,000. It's like $1,000 to go.
Yeah, like if you
because you have to have a
trip,
you have to have a hotel room, you have to have a ticket.
Food.
You have to have food.
How many days is it?
It's 2 days.
Well, that's a bit much.
Why is that a bit much? How much do you think stuff costs in the world, Nathan?
Where do they have BlizzCon at?
Anaheim, California.
That's what I'm saying. It's coming from. You're going from West Virginia to California.
No, I'm talking about. All right, I spent a weekend in Columbus and went to a comedy show.
That's not Anaheim, California.
No, I spent $500.
That's like 3 days of driving ahead of you.
That's like what you spent one night though.
No, I spent 2 nights.
Anyway,
and went out to dinner.
It's not outrageous.
Aside from
it's
that,
outrageous.
It's not outrageous.
The one thing I'm actually looking forward to from BlizzCon is the Reaper of Souls. I really want to know more about a reason to play that game.
Absolutely.
Ever again. Because
there'll be plenty of that shown there, I'm sure.
I know, because the BlizzCon specific pet is a Murloc in the Crusader outfit.
Yep.
Which looks kind of cool. I would love to have.
I always enjoyed the extra little bonus stuff that I get from that stuff.
Yeah, but
it's always cool. And there's going to be special stuff for Hearthstone. I think you get a special card or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Too bad I never pay for watching BlizzCon.
Yeah, you should.
I just watch it on the interwebs.
$40.
We'll check her out.
It's always fun.
It's the weekend before my birthday.
I always get super hyped. I'm always like, yeah!
You dress up and sit in front of your computer to watch the stream?
That would be funny. I would like that.
I would put that on the
It's almost worth $40 to see him do that.
I don't do that.
You should have like a $5 feed where it's you watching BlizzCon, and then you get all excited, like.
A lot of people.
The screen blanks out.
There were people doing that for E3 this past year. Did you see any of those videos?
No.
Like when they were announcing stuff and like the name of the Xbox One. There was this one dude, and I just remember he was just sitting there, and they announced the Xbox One, and they announced the name of it, and he just like.
What?
Complete, like, bitter beer face, like, just...
That's because every time I say the Xbox... Like, when I think of the Xbox One, I think of the original Xbox. Because saying original Xbox it takes way too long to go Xbox One.
Yeah, this one should have been
like PlayStation 1, or PS1, or PS2, or PS3, or PS4.
Technically...
This one should have been the Xbox 720.
You remember, though, there was an actual PlayStation 1.
It should have been the Xbox Flamma-Jamma.
Do you remember the PlayStation 1?
Yeah, there was the PlayStation. Tiny one. Then there was the PS1, which was the little tiny
Little,
like light gray. It was light gray.
It was the notebook sized one.
Yeah, and then they made that display for it that
Yeah.
fit perfectly, which I thought was a really cool idea.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea.
But then, there's the PS, the PS1, and the PS2, and the PS3.
And the PS4.
And then you have the PSP, and the PSV,
Yeah.
and the PS4. So it's like...
That stuff all makes sense.
It makes sense to go...
And it's easy to know exactly what everybody's talking about.
I would have rather been
Except for when they come in and say, you got any of them PS Vistas? You got the Vistas?
Yeah.
It's like saying...
The Microsoft Vistas?
It's like saying...
Windows Vistas?
It's kind of like when
Fiesta?
someone walks in, tries to buy a donut, and is saying Bavarian cream, they say barbarian cream.
Barbarian cream, yeah.
Which ultimately would be cooler.
That would be way better.
Time, I don't know. Barbarian cream might be an awful thing.
That might be bad.
In a really
We
bad
can't
way.
really even talk about how bad that is because
It
now
would be
we're
bad.
vomit.
It would be bad.
So,
Diablo 2.
But Nathan, what have you been doing? He's stunned. The question,
stunned!
The question has been asked.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's never good when he just lets out a groan.
No, there's just not been a lot of great stuff. I picked up Total Recall on Blu-ray finally.
I'm sorry.
No, you know what? Well, let's get it straight. It's
Okay,
the remake.
The remake, yeah.
And
Wait,
because
you don't
I
like Total Recall 1?
Huh?
do you not like Total Recall?
No,
I was about to say,
the
I was
new
like,
one. I knew it was the
are
new
you-
one that you
Yeah.
got.
Okay, I
Why
was
would you get
like,
the old
what?
one? Like, you're not that cool.
I bought it when it came out.
Exactly,
because
because you're awesome.
I
So,
was about to say,
Yeah,
Eli,
like
I was
shut
like,
your face.
Holy
I got it
crap.
on Amazon and paid like less than anyone that
yeah,
bought it.
no, the
that
original
day.
one is good, the new one is not.
Then have you
Case
seen
closed.
it?
I
Have
don't
you
need to
seen
see it, it's bad.
It's actually pretty good. Here's the thing.
You're like, I have hate for it because it is not the one that I initially loved.
If you don't think of it as
It's
Total,
bad. It's
total
PG-13.
Recall,
Case closed.
No, don't think of it as Total Recall.
No, I
Just
don't
think
care.
of it as a
Agreed.
different thing.
It's not good.
Guess what? There's no Mars.
Doesn't matter. It's not
That's
good.
It's
dumb.
got
Well, then
Brian
it's
Brian
definitely not
Cranston.
good.
Brian Cranston.
Okay, he's awesome, but the movie sucks.
He is an awesome villain.
But there's no Mars?
That's okay, but there's no
Huh?
Mars.
There's no Mars?
Yeah, you know what they have instead?
If nobody can say, get your
A bullet train
to Mars.
A bullet train between Australia and Europe.
Who cares about that?
There's
Where's
It
Mars?
goes through the center of the Earth.
Who cares?
It's kind of awesome.
Why would
That's
it need to
not
go
awesome.
to the center of the Earth?
You gotta watch the movie.
But it wouldn't need to go... It could just go
Okay,
across-
here's the thing.
Here's the thing, it couldn't go through the center of the Earth.
No, they made it to where it could.
Yeah, there's no way it could.
They made it's the future. There's
It doesn't
robots.
matter. There's no way
robots.
it could.
Hold on. There's no
It's
Mars?
impossible.
There's no Mars.
Here's the
Australia
deal.
is
Here's
the
the
ghetto.
deal. Here's the deal.
Europe is the nice place.
There's no Mars, but they somehow found a way to get through the bottom of the
center.
ocean and the center of the Earth, which is way more difficult than going into the outermost reaches of
But
space.
why... Hold on.
Actually, they may have interplanetary
Here's
travel.
my
I just
point-
I don't remember
here's
that.
my question.
It's the
Says
bullet.
terrible.
Why would you need to go to the center of the Earth to get to from Australia to Europe when you can just go across the ocean?
They ruined the rest of the world.
Oh. So it's like Judge Dredd world.
Yeah, except
movie sucks.
Except not as
Everything
cool.
you keep telling me is awful.
no. All right. There's
See, I'm not a fan when you take a rated R film and you...
The only
remake
thing
it
you've
and
said
make
that
it
is good is
PG-13.
Bryan Cranston. That's the only two good
I
words
agree.
you've
okay.
said.
You mix. You take stuff from Total Recall, but not much. Not much.
Then why call it Total Recall?
I don't
why
even
not
know.
call it Ultra Bullet Train Through the Center of the World?
Dude, they could have
Part
called
1?
it anything else. I would have been happy. It has elements from The Fifth Element.
Okay, so why not call it Elements from the Fifth Element?
It's got stuff from iRobot. You know,
Why
it
not
just has
call
a
it-
lot of good like sci-fi tropes.
Why
in
not
it.
So
call
it's,
it
they
Sci-fi
call-
Tropathon?
Here's a cool thing.
They
When
should
it's
call
going through the center of the Earth,
Mashup.
when it's going through the center of the
Schmupathon.
Earth, it actually zero. There's I don't think this would happen, but 0G. So there's a cool 0G
It
gunfight
couldn't
for a
be
little
zero
bit.
G.
I know it doesn't make
How can it be
sense.
zero G when you're going through
It couldn't
that
be.
which makes the Earth's gravity work?
No, they would all be crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The extreme
So-
pressure going through the center of the Earth would destroy
I know,
you.
but it was cool to see a 0G gunfight.
This
So-
movie is horrible.
If I wanted
No,
to
it's
see a
not.
zero G
I've seen worse.
gunfight,
I've seen
I'd
much
probably...
This movie is horrible.
It's
prob-
beautiful. Like it's really well, like
Well
visually,
shot.
it's well
Well
shot.
shot.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. So it's a PG-13 remake of a rated R film, which automatically makes it bad in my book. Because how do you take Alien and Predator, which are two rated R franchises, and make Alien vs. Predator, which is a PG-13 horrible movie?
Yes.
So you take a movie that has hardly anything to do with the original concept film, and
Chop its legs off by making it PG-13,
uh-huh,
and then
You-
make it suck.
That just means it
by
can't have
not having Mars and instead having a bullet train through the center of the Earth.
But I have the unrated edition, which has more violence, and I think it's got the 3 boobs. So
hold on.
Who cares about
the
that?
original version didn't have the 3 boob mutant lady. Did it not?
I think it had her with her top on for like a split second.
Pass.
And then the unrated version, I believe.
I was slightly interested in the Blu-ray, and then you were like, everything that you loved about this movie title is gone.
Well, basically, the Australia is Mars, and that, it's the slums.
Well, Australia. So basically, Australia is what it originally was, which was a slum colony.
Yeah, it's gone to that next level.
Europe was like, all these people we don't want, we'll just send them over there.
Yeah, but
really
because
90% of Australia is out to get you.
And what was Britain though originally?
A prison colony.
Right. So it's like, we've become really big. Huh? That's funny. We're not a prison colony anymore, but we need one because we like the idea, because that's what made us so great.
We don't like these people, so we'll send them across the ocean to this place where most of it is out to get you.
And there's actually like a lot of gold, isn't there, in Australia?
There's a lot of stuff in Australia, but no one wants to go into the outback to get it because there's a reason why they call it the outback is because
it's outback.
It has Australia has the world's like top 15 deadliest blankety blank.
Yeah, all the most horrible things
live in
your
Australia.
Nightmares live in Australia or the Congo.
Or the Congo. So it's if it's not Africa, it's Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got koalas. It's just creepy. With their
koalas are amazing
sad,
and evil.
condescending eyes.
They look like they could claw you. Like if their claws were just a little sharper, they would murder you.
If they weren't focusing so much of their energy on digestion and staying alive, perhaps they could be top predators.
They're like, we used to be top of the food chain, but then we found these leaves. So anyways, watched a lot of stuff on Hulu Plus because watching live TV is for suckers.
Agreed.
I just record my stuff. I don't like Hulu Plus.
No, I like to record stuff too sometimes.
Because I don't like commercials.
Yeah, I don't
I like Netflix better than Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu sucks.
But it's getting it first. You want to get it first,
doesn't matter. It
record it, and then you can watch it watch it live.
I just wait.
Anyways, going past that, watch Sleepy Hollow.
I still need to start that. I heard it was really good.
It's actually really good. It's fun. It's fun.
What is it, just like another Monster Hunter show?
Yeah, but it's got that supernatural feel. Let's just say that.
I love that show.
Supernatural.
If you can relate it to Supernatural, instantly I'll watch it. It's good to go.
And there was another show that I would put it with, but I can't
Grimm?
remember. Actually, yes, thank you. That was it.
I like Grimm too.
So it's got that
Grimm
feel.
is awesome.
Like those group of shows like X-Files, Supernatural, Grimm, and like
Fringe.
Those are the shows that
You'll like this.
I really. I'm
just guaranteed.
Still waiting for the next season of Being Human in the U.S.
Yeah, wait for the show Almost Human. Have you checked that out yet? I talked about it last week on the podcast.
You mean like the really crappy 360 game?
No. That's Too Human.
Oh, right.
Almost Human is... it's Carl Urban. You know who Carl Urban
That is a great game.
He's Judge Dredd. So, Carl Urban is a cop.
He's Lord Vaco.
I've already talked about this once, but I'll say it again because it's worth mentioning. Lord Urban.
Lord Vaco is a cop.
He gets... there's a hostile, force that attacks a bunch of cops. He gets his leg shot off, and he gets shot multiple times in the torso.
Is this when he becomes RoboCop?
They give him a prosthetic leg. So, robotic leg. This is a far future. They have... And at this point, they decided, hey, everyone needs a robot partner.
Oh, he gets a robot partner?
But all the robot partners are douches. Like, how are you doing? How can I help you? I'm going to help you with this situation now. Thank you.
Oh, so they're like Johnny Cab from the good Total Recall.
And guess what?
What?
He doesn't agree with any of them. He keeps blowing them up. So they say, you know what?
You don't need a partner. You're too costly.
So they decide, okay, we have this malfunctioning robot. Let's put those two together. Do you know why it was malfunctioning?
Why?
Because it can feel.
I was about to say, so it's got feelings.
Yes. So he's the cop is more robotic than the robot, and the robot's more human than the cop. But the robot, they actually go with the robot thing. Like, I think at one point they show him, like, pull himself open or something. And
do they look like robots, or do they look like cyborgs?
They look like humans, but there's also going to be stuff that looks like robots and stuff that looks cyborg-like,
so
like his leg.
They're robots made to look human.
Very much so.
Interesting.
It looks good. It's from the creators of Fringe.
Okay.
So it looks to be very well done. It's going to have a budget that probably will make it either get canceled or the fans will stick to it and keep it alive for 5 seasons. 5 seasons and that's it. No movie.
Oh, I heard something interesting for Community.
Oh, let's talk about that in news.
We'll stay that news.
Yeah.
News it up.
But I did want to mention, watched Arrow last night, the premiere.
Was it good?
Holy crap. They crammed so much into one episode.
I'm not sure about crammed episodes.
No. Because there was so much in the last episode of the first season.
Agreed.
That they had to take it up a notch.
It was like they were like, man, we've got all these threads of plot and story. Let's just end them all at once and just vomit an ending all over you. And it was a great ending.
It was a great, powerful ending.
But it was just, you felt slightly overwhelmed.
And then this season's first episode, City of Heroes. That's the name of the episode. Because you now have, like, almost evil... Well, they're just, like, bloodthirsty vigilantes. I'll ruin a little thing. They're bloodthirsty vigilantes going around calling themselves the Hoods. Uh-huh. They wear hoods, and they have machine guns, and they shoot people.
Neat.
Pretty much everyone returns, but they've changed how they relate. We now have Summer Glau. You remember as River Tam from Firefly.
From Terminator.
Firefly.
And she was from Terminator.
Yeah, she was in Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles.
But she didn't talk.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
That was a creepy show because when the Terminators fight, they didn't talk.
It was weird.
They just, like, real, like...
It was super low budget. Anyway, so she's in the show?
She plays a rival executive trying to take over the Queen Corporation.
Okay.
Oliver Queen?
So, yes. The Green Arrow.
Have any other members of the Justice League showed up yet?
No, but you know who is going to show up this season, don't you?
Batman!
The Flash.
Oh, cool. Because the is it Wally?
Yeah, it's going to be... No.
Wally West?
It's going to be Barry.
Barry? Okay, because they have a good relationship.
Barry.
But,
Barry Sonnenfeld?
Shut up.
I'm hoping that Black Canary at least shows up at some point in the show's history.
Well, if I knew that and I told you, that would be a spoiler.
Okay. But, no, I'm just saying, I'm speculating.
Go ahead and spoil
but I know that he needs at least...
No, she doesn't show up.
To make it an official Green Arrow show, there needs to be a Speedy, and there needs to be a Black Canary.
His sister's nickname is Speedy.
Which is off base because Speedy is a...
But guess who she's dating now?
The guy that's probably going to become Speedy.
Roy Harper. There we go.
Roy Harper is Speedy.
Yes.
A.K.A. in more recent comic books, the Arsenal.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Arsenal's way cooler than Speedy. You were like, what's your name? You're like, Speedy.
Isn't Arsenal a soccer team?
Yes.
Yes. But you're like, what do you do now? You're like, my name is Arsenal, and I carry lots of guns.
Yay! Well, isn't there also... Well, didn't he go by Red Arrow for a little bit?
In Young Justice, he did. He went by Red Arrow.
Oh, it was just Young Justice?
I'm not sure if it was in the actual mainstream, but that's Earth 7, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh...
The whole DC multiverse gets really confusing sometimes.
Yeah, and they keep correcting it, and then it's all gone again.
But that's the cool thing, where they can make all these
At least none of their villains are in the body of a hero.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah. When you say it like that. Yeah, but it works better than old Peter Parker because they've been doing the same thing and they weren't taking him anywhere.
Well,
sort of like,
you mean,
and he'll come back.
You mean like making a deal with Mephisto to save a woman's life who said to let her go, so you gave up all of your memories and all the amazing things you previously did?
Yeah, and then that went away. And
yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the one thing I do like about DC as opposed to Marvel is they make all these crazy decisions, and then every couple of years they go, you know what? Maybe we should really just wrap this up and wipe it clean. And then they have this huge event, and then they restart everything.
I don't like doing that because that means that you screwed up the continuity too much. Yeah.
But Marvel does it. Marvel screws up the continuity so much, but they just keep going, so it keeps.
They retcon. They retconned.
Yeah.
They retconned Iron Man's origin, so they included, instead of Vietnam or Korea, they included Afghanistan.
Yes, but with DC, they retcon the entire universe to make everything match. Instead of a new writer team comes over and they retcon X-Men, or they retcon Iron Man, or they retcon Captain America, they retcon large portions of it to make it all make sense.
I didn't like the origin they came up with for Wolverine, which then spawned the movie. I thought the whole thing was garbage, and I didn't think it needed to happen.
Where he's immortal.
Basically.
I don't like that either.
I really enjoy the idea of Patch.
I don't like that.
No,
Wolverine
I like
is
Patch.
immortal.
Don't get me wrong.
No.
I'm not talking about Wolverine. I'm talking the Wolverine. I'm talking about X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah. I don't like immortal Wolverine.
I don't want to talk about that
stupid.
movie. It doesn't exist to me. That movie's dead to me. Whoever made that movie, aside
I was
from
like, wait a
Jackman,
minute. He's not immortal.
Yeah.
He just has an exceptionally long lifespan.
Also, his name isn't Logan at all. It's James Howlett. Really? When I found out that was his name, which was like early 2000s, I was very unhappy for about a week. And which is stupid, but I don't care because I thought it was
Because you've always
stupid.
known him as Logan?
It should be James Logan. Logan James. I don't care. Just Logan should be in there. Like,
Or
no.
Logan Howlett? Yeah.
I don't even like Howlett. That's the thing.
That's not a good name.
And James I thought was kind of boring.
James is a very boring name.
John would have been better.
John's too typical.
It's very typical. John Cena.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Can you see me?
Wolverine doesn't look like a James.
Instant popularity with the kids.
He doesn't look like a James to me.
But what's happening in the world of news?
Well, why don't you kick it off with?
Well,
news.
my fiance is an avid, community fan, as am I, and we follow everything as much as we possibly can. Uncovered a bit of a news snippet that Nathan Fillion will be in this next upcoming season.
Community.
Hopefully.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Since
That's quite interesting.
the actor that plays Troy will be leaving after
Considering he's on
5-ish
Castle.
episodes.
That really upsets me, but I know he's like getting ready to launch.
I know he
Who
wants
is?
to. I forget the actor's name. He wants.
It's
he has
Donald Glover.
He has his
Glover.
own thing. The what was it?
Childish Gambino.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all right. I don't think it's amazing, but he informed them. Basically they were getting ready to do the whole season. He was like, you know what? I kind of want to do this instead. So he's only going to be in like 5 episodes, which breaks up the Troy and Abed duo, which is one of the main reasons why that show is good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Abed in the morning
Yeah.
by himself crying.
it makes me sad because without Troy to interpret for and help assist with Abed and things like that, it's really going to be an unbalanced thing. But with Nathan Fillion in the mix, if he's going to be at least, it might be 1 or a couple episodes. I didn't really get the gist of how long he was going to be there. If he was a permanent fixture to the cast, or maybe just a teacher at the school.
I think he's just doing a arc, and
Yeah.
then he'll pop up every now and then. And
I know,
that's it.
like if he could be a new teacher, that'd be amazing.
He's a mysterious janitor, as I recall reading,
Right.
which is nuts.
Because I do enjoy the show, I enjoy Nathan Fillion, and when you put them both together, it makes something greater. So, but hopefully, we'll see the 6 seasons in a movie, and maybe Troy will be back for that if he's not dead or something.
Also, I just have to say that Castle's blowing up right now. I watched the most recent episode. Great.
Great.
And that
Castle's
show has a huge following now. So
Show is great.
Well, it's because it's a good show,
I hope that some of the viewership then swings over to Community if
Yeah.
they haven't already
and
done
help
that.
get
The
Community
show is great.
with the
Yes.
with the original, set of writers back, and a couple of the additional cast members have actually been helping write for the show. The guy that guy that plays Starburns is actually a permanent writer now.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he's a writer on the show. I forget.
I mean, I knew he was a writer, but they actually got him to stay on there.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so
He's like, Dan Harmon's coming back. Sweet.
there's a lot of really
stay for money.
Well, if you like, it's kind of like how when they were making Chris Nolan's Batman films, they were all like, we either do it with the entire cast from start to finish, or we don't do it at all.
Yeah.
But they still made the 3rd movie.
Which was awful.
You know where I was going with that,
Yes,
right?
I do.
Oh, okay.
But
Wah, wah.
I don't know. It was so hopefully Community will end up being something good.
We can only hope and dream.
I mean, I've owned all seasons.
I own all seasons of Community.
I own
funny.
all-
It's It's a good show.
No, never mind.
I would have preferred it was Britta that left the show because I hate her lots.
Yep. I like Britta.
That explains a lot.
No, I like that they finally got a kind of a thing going with her where they're starting to figure out what her
she
character
wants to do.
is. Yeah.
Because I just hate how she's she was a rebel without a cause or an understanding of what it means to do what she does, and she always killed everything. Like, if she could get her hands on doing, she would attempt to assist or do something, and she would Britta it up, and it would just make it worse.
Britta it up.
Because she always stuck her nose into someone else's business where where it didn't belong, and she just made a lot of things worse. The only really good thing she did was with Jeff and his father. So.
Aww. Let's get to the box office.
Yep.
I've got number one in the box office was Gravity.
Of course it was. Everybody keeps telling me to see it.
Looks good and super thrilling and probably has a depressing ending.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure about that initially. I was like, oh, it's a space movie. And then I hear all these really great reviews about it, and I'm like, maybe I should see this space movie.
I don't want to go see it.
I heard that you need to see it in 3D.
Yeah.
My butt puckers up every time I see that because it just looks too intense. The idea that you're in outer space, you're going to die at any second by either, exposure or, just lack of air, or a fireball because, there's a thing hitting a thing and oxygen goes boom. Any of that makes me horribly terrified. That's like worst case scenario. Anyways,
personally, I'm hoping that the movie has no audio unless it's relevant to the headsets.
That's what it appears to be.
Yeah, because there's no sound in space.
Gravity made 55 million, 55.785 million.
That's pretty good.
Budget was 100, so they haven't hit the budget, but they probably will.
They will.
It's getting word of mouth boost.
International plus the DVD sales. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 made 20 million, putting it at 60 for number 2.
Never saw the first one.
Me neither. Runner was number 3. That's the one with Ben Affleck as the bad guy, Justin Timberlake, and former Bond girl Gemma Arterton.
Who?
I can't think of anything that she's done that you go, oh yeah, I remember her. Oh wait, Hansel and Gretel.
Okay, yeah.
She's Gretel.
Yeah, okay.
Not Hansel. That'd be weird.
That'd be really strange because then she'd be Hawkeye.
Exactly. So it made 7 million. So we went from 55 million to 20 million to 7. The budget was only 30 million for that. Prisoners took in another 5.7, taking it up to just under 50 at 47.9 for number 4. Rush at 4. Don John, then Baggage Claim, then
I actually want to
Insidious
see
2.
Don John.
Me too.
What's Don John?
It's written and directed by Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he stars as a kind of a Guido type who
watches a lot of pornography.
And he has to realize what's important in life. He's got to grow as a human, and he's not doing that.
It's not really a comedy. It's a relationship film, but it's got funny parts, is what I've heard.
Dramedy.
Yeah, it's a dramedy.
I don't like that word, but it's accurate.
Scarlett Johansson's in it.
She is. I heard she's good in it. So.
Well, I can't think of a movie where Scarlett Johansson did a bad job.
Really? Okay. So, Pulling Strings is number 9, and Enough Said at number 10. I don't know what Enough Said or Pulling Strings those movies are. So.
Okay.
We're the Millers made 1.6 million. I just had to say that, and it's made over 144 million, almost 145 million, and the budget was 37. This is the highest grossing film for Jennifer Aniston.
We talked about that last week.
I know. It just blows my mind. Okay. Now let's talk about releases.
New releases Sunday, Skylander Swap Force.
Is that it?
No. All the figures come out too.
I was about to say, I was like, Swap Force. I was like, oh, no, the Skylanders game.
I'm going to swap forces.
Cabela's African Adventures comes out on the 15th, which is Tuesday.
Interesting.
Wipeout, Create and Crash.
Wait, what?
Wipeout, Create and Crash.
Now that's not the game series Wipeout from was it Psygnosis from the
No, it is not
90s.
that. It is
Pass.
It is Wipeout like Big Balls Wipeout.
Yeah, the game show thing that's a ripoff
You fall in the water.
Japanese.
Mighty Switch Force 2 comes out for the Wii U.
What's that? Something I'm not gonna play.
It's a great downloadable game. Goodbye Deponia comes out the 18th for PC and Mac.
What's that?
That I have no idea.
Haha.
Deponia. It sounds from... There's some other
Sounds
Deponia
Japanese.
games.
I'm gonna depone you.
But that's what comes out.
You know what comes out here soon?
Pokemon.
I believe
Pokemon
Tuesday.
comes out Saturday.
I believe Tuesday.
Which is a weird release day, yeah?
No, not
It is. Well, they're doing it because Skylanders comes out on Sunday, and plus it's an international release.
I hate Skylanders.
They're not staging it. Everybody gets it on Saturday.
So what do you got there, Nick?
Well, let's see. On Tuesday for DVDs,
Oh.
Kevin Hart, Let Me Explain, The Heat, and Pacific Rim.
I'm so excited.
Oh yeah.
My Blu-ray's already in the mail.
Yeah.
So good. That movie.
Might have to buy that.
Movie's so good.
I pre-ordered the.
Wait. Might have to buy that.
Is it too late to get release date delivery?
No. Well, do you have Prime?
No.
You might be able to. But I ordered it 3 months ago. So, I'm good.
Hopefully I'll get the... I'll get that, hopefully, and my Firefly board game.
Ooh.
I pre-ordered that.
I want some reviewing of that.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Gen Con and
Did you get the collector's edition?
No, because that's like $50.
Yeah. I got the polybag with the extra figures, so...
Guess who's getting the collector's edition?
I almost hinted at that,
What's
but
in
you
the collector's edition?
never buy the collector's edition of movies.
Yeah, just video games. What's the collector's edition gotten? Maybe it is worth my time.
Is that an actual figure or is it just a case? I can't tell.
I don't know.
Ooh.
It looks pretty.
No, that looks like a Gypsy Danger figure.
Oh wait, I thought that was the one I got.
think it's just the case.
It's probably just a case. It's a 3D case.
Yeah.
You're like, 20 extra bucks and you get a 3D case for
That's
your
alright.
damn packs. No. I would actually prefer to have an actual Gypsy
it's a
Danger
figure,
action
yeah.
figure.
You know what? We may
Might be a plastic
Read the
case.
description, huh?
we may have to set something up using your new fancy dangled high-end phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can record high definition with decent audio of Firefly the board game. And you could, go
Cool.
on the website.
Yeah, show me how to roll that up because I don't know how to use the phone's major features recently. So.
Well, you got to play with it. Well, yeah, I just found out on my phone.
I've just been playing lots of games on it. So
I have a thing where I can take a picture, like multiple pictures quickly, and
just tap it real quick. For me.
Well, not just that.
Or you hold the button down.
Well, not just that, but the then it can stitch it together, and it'll have like say it's someone running and jumping, and I don't move at all, and they stay in the frame the whole time. What it'll do is actually put a person position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like before the jump, during the jump.
And it'll fill in the cells.
It just does it. It knows how to do that.
Neat.
It catches like certain frames. It just connects.
I've got the buttons where I can reverse the camera because there's a smaller camera and lens on the inside, so I can take selfies and not have to look in the mirror and look like an idiot.
Yes.
Which is not really important because I don't really do that often.
The whole point of taking a selfie is to look like an idiot.
Duck lips.
That's not true.
Is it not?
Boobies.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
everyone loves my chocolate.
So,
that makes sense.
That board game looks good. I now have the expansion to make it up to 5 players because I went to Gen Con.
That's awesome. So we're gonna have.
I'll actually put my first video on the website with the,
that would be amazing.
Board game because I haven't played a tabletop game in a very long time because everyone's schedule does not match up.
That is correct, sir. That is definitely correct.
It's killing me. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I have this written up for this game, and I've got a vampire game written up. I've got a D20 Modern Monster Hunter game, like a supernatural style game where everyone's playing monster hunters. I've got that written up, and I'm waiting to play, but everyone's schedule, either someone's getting married or someone's at work, and I'm just like, it's stressing me out because I'm basically venting all my RPG needs onto Fire Emblem, and now soon Pokemon, which is going to kill me. So
I don't have to catch them all, so I don't care. I don't catch them all.
See, I just enjoy the part where you can, if they still have the multiplayer connectivity over the Nintendo Network thing.
Heck yeah.
Where you can fight little kids and make them cry.
Heck yeah.
So
roll up with 6 legendary Pokemon and trounce them.
Guess what? Just had an expansion, or not expansion, I should say, but DLC on Xbox 360.
For?
Saints Row.
Oh.
No,
Nope.
it doesn't come out till 22nd.
I'm actually looking forward to the DLC, the first DLC pack for XCOM.
Hand of Cool.
Diablo 3.
What?
Yeah, they released some DLC. $5. You get some premium items.
Oh.
And guess what else? The glowy wings, like you got.
The glowy wings came with every copy of the game.
For what? For console?
For consoles.
I feel cheated. I bought it for computer.
Yeah. They came with every copy.
Then this is a different set of glowy wings.
The PS3 got a different item. They got specific gear needs.
Yeah, they got items from like...
they got an actual cool...
Those were
Drake's amulet.
I thought that was odd.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Well, it's just, like, this is, like, a different world that's, like, so far back in time. Like, oh, look. I mean, I guess, like, you could say...
It doesn't matter. It's just Drake's amulet. It's
I
like
guess...
finding Wirt's third leg. Like, who cares?
You mean his crutch?
Exactly.
Okay.
Wirt's third leg is his crutch.
Okay, I thought you would with...
That's what it's called. It's Wirt's third leg.
I have a text. Or do I? I don't care. So, anyways, holy crap.
Welcome to the finale.
Actually, we're not there yet.
Oh, crap.
No, that's the sad part. We still have time.
Oh.
So, I thought we'd mention my love of Pokemon. Oh, wait. I have cold acid in my blood. So let's talk
if
about
you bought a 3DS, it would warm your...
Dude, I played it. I didn't like it.
I was like, I don't like it. I'm excited.
What game did you play?
Street Fighter
4?
Yeah.
Why would you play Street
You're
Fighter?
basing your hatred of 3DS on Street Fighter 4?
Also, the graphics are disgusting.
Actually,
Yeah.
Fire Emblem
I'm about to
has
do a
amazing
spit
graphics.
take.
Not on the mic in the laptop. Jace.
Fire Emblem has good graphics and it has really well done cel-shaded cutscenes. I was really impressed.
See, that's the thing. I'm not impressed with any of the graphics. And I'm thinking, I already have a very powerful phone.
Yeah.
I don't need
Yeah,
a
but you can't
handheld.
play any of these quality games on your phone. There's
don't
not
really
one
need
game
them.
for phone that is equal to anything
Yeah,
available first party.
My next purchase
From
for
Nintendo.
aside from Pokemon X and Y, my next purchase is going to be Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Yep.
So good.
I would like...
There's literally not
a
one game
Vita.
for phone that is equal
I would
to
like a
anything
Vita
on
so I
3DS.
can play some of the sweet games that are coming out for that.
I would like a Vita so I can remote play my PS4.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's
I'm not gonna get PS4, but I gotta admit
I'm
that's
getting a
pretty
PS4.
sweet. So,
I'm pretty excited.
isn't there a thing with
Taco Bell? To get a
No,
PS4?
one of the games has something with the iPhone app where you could like do crazy stuff with it, like play it partially off the app.
No, there's not a thing where you can play it part like they're releasing a PlayStation Network app where you can like
manage your PlayStation
you
Network.
can manage
and buy
your PlayStation
stuff.
Network. You can buy stuff. You
that's not
can
what I'm
watch
talking about. It's
videos
actually
that your friends post.
It's actually pretty cool.
Yep, you can
Not
chat
gonna
with your
lie.
friends.
Maybe it's a game that was coming out soon.
The
It wasn't out
PSV
yet.
though.
Xbox Smart Ass has nothing on that at all.
Oh,
Smart Glass, you mean?
What?
Smart Glass?
Hmm?
Xbox Smart Glass.
I don't
I know
know
what you're talking
what.
about.
That's what I said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. The Google Glass looks cool. Mainly because it looks like a Scouter. So I'll walk around. It'll be old after a couple of days. But be like, I'll look at something up on the internet and be like, it's over 9,000. And if it wasn't like a $900 device, I would like throw it on the ground.
Oh, has it
and be
gone
like,
down?
No, you don't throw it on the ground and crush it.
Yeah, it's like $1,500.
$1,500 for a little screen that fits over your eye.
Yeah.
Just so you could have a HUD. Actually worth it.
I
if
actually have a HUD. Yeah.
Pretty good.
If I wasn't needing to eat.
Not
and
compatible
live.
with iPhone.
Dude, if I had
Huge
$1,500,
problem.
we would have an amazing high definition camera for videos.
Yeah, and if I had $1,500, I'd have a Scouter. So, actually, no, I might have an actual movie accurate proton pack prop, which would be really cool.
You know, I can't
It
argue
wouldn't
that.
cost $1,500.
No,
No.
it'd be like $600.
I have friends from college that made them for way less than
A
what
couple
you're-
$100.
That'd be so awesome to have. That's one of those things where you say,
I would
I will never
almost-
use this, but I would love
I'm
it.
like, holy crap! Next year at the River Valley Comic Con, we could all go as the Ghostbusters because it's 3 white guys and a black dude.
Who are you going to call?
Oh,
Marquise
man,
could be
I'm
our
totally
Winston.
working on that.
Come on!
I'm totally working on that.
Who's going to be Who though?
I'm Egon. Dibs.
Egon.
Okay.
Dibs on Ray. You can be Venkman.
Okay.
I could see it though. We were just like, eh.
You know, if I didn't have weird brain damage, I would totally quote Ghostbusters right now.
Okie dokie.
I mainly collect spores, molds, and funguses.
So I get to be the true believer in the group. Okay, cool. I actually made a. We were fishing with Chris and Stacy's, her brother, and Stacy's dad, and like the kids were like Justin's kids were there, and they were doing something with the poles. You know, Justin usually throws the multiple poles in the water, and I made a joke about crossing the streams, and the only one that got it was Chris. And Stace, she chuckled, but I felt kind of off. Like, have you kids never watched? Have you never watched Ghostbusters?
They own it.
I know. And
they
I was
have
like,
the like collector's edition. I thought.
Don't cross the stream.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome.
Let's see.
That's a picture of a fan made.
Let's do it.
Ghostbusters
right now.
outfit.
That's one of my friends.
We should do that like soon.
Yeah. Got a freaking great costume.
You know, it'd be awesome though if we could convince someone to go as Vigo, and they dress up like in the outfit, and then carry a frame around.
Yeah, but then we'd have to make slime packs.
Or a kitten.
I'd rather make proton packs.
Or a kitten. Jeez. Vigo.
Then you'd have to have like a little tiny wiry guy to like talk him up.
Yeah, we don't have anyone that small.
He is Vigo.
Actually, you know who'd be perfect for that?
The Scourge of Cuphead.
A guy that I think could pull that off. Someone who just submitted some work for the site. Tim Rapson did a great Wonderful 101 review, which actually I kind of look at that game and go, I would play that.
That game is
heck
amazing. Yeah. Like Tim and I went to lunch on Sunday and we were talking about that game and I was like, if I had a Wii U, and he's like, I don't. Okay, that's awesome too. He goes, I don't.
Yeah, Mega Man.
He goes, I don't own a Wii U. My roommate does. He's like, but I had to have this game because I've played all the Beautiful Joe games and I really love those games. And then I realized that Wonderful 101 was only on the Wii U, and I was like,
That's
I'm gonna be playing that in December.
Kind of like Bayonetta 2 is only on the Wii U.
Yep.
That hurts me so much.
Well, it's basically because the companies that were not going to make them and stuff,
they weren't going to make it, and so
then
Nintendo was like, "Yeah, we'll give you money. That game is amazing."
Nintendo was like, you know what? We don't have anyone developing anything for our
They
console,
don't.
so please, we'll throw you some money, and you make a good game for us. That's
Maybe.
And they also got Wonderful 101 out of the deal.
Oh, so good.
You know, it's kind of like they basically have the fanboy gamer honey. You know, they're like, look what we got. You know, you want some. Come on over here. But it's called the Wii U. It's basically just a tablet and a Wii. You know you want it, though. Look at the
That's not at all an apt description.
You're like, look.
Really?
It's not a tablet and a Wii.
It's a tablet with one of those gamer attachments on it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Have you not seen those? Have you not seen
yeah,
those?
I've seen those.
But they're like,
That's
look,
not what it
we've
is.
got a new Zelda game. It's exactly like all the old Zelda games.
Yay!
Just prettier. And you're like, oh, really? You're like, oh, by the way, we're doing Wind Waker HD. You're like,
Nah.
I can't wait to play
Mario Party 55. Oh, man.
Yes!
They're only up to like number 10.
It doesn't matter. They'll milk that until it's dead.
Mario Kart.
It's a great game. It's fun.
9, double 12.
Who cares?
something.
It's awesome.
Mario Kart.
It's fun.
Mario Kart's good.
Can't wait to play Mario Kart online against friends. It's great. I play the 3DS one all the time.
Hold
It is
on.
fun.
But
I have the DS
to
version.
play the Mario Kart Wii U online with friends, it would require more than one person you know to have a.
I have a
Wii
lot of
U.
people that I know that have a Wii U.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of the people from Pittsburgh have them.
No, not even people
I was
from
about to say, I was
Pittsburgh.
like-
People that I
That's
know
what I've
from
heard.
here in town.
Oh, because
Yeah.
honestly, I would not want one.
No.
They're the same people I play 3DS with.
Oh, okay.
I'd never
No.
throw money at that. I'd rather.
Oh, it's too bad. No.
You're like, well, that's your loss then.
Yeah.
Hey, I enjoy the 3DS.
Then you would love the Wii U because there's some great stuff coming out.
I've always liked
Mario 3D World. Did you see the most recent trailer for Mario 3D World?
I've never watched a single trailer
Did you
for
see the
Mario
most
3D
recent trailer?
World.
Nope. I've lost my interest.
You
in
guys
Mario
are going to have to
games
see.
about 10 years ago.
Okay,
Yep.
this will renew your interest. This game looks crazy fun.
You know the last Mario game I liked? New Super Mario Brothers.
It's a great game.
But...
You know what else was great? New Super Mario Brothers Wii. New Super Mario Brothers 2. New Super Mario Brothers Wii U is amazing.
See, they did that,
like,
and then I was like, okay.
They're all different, though. They're more
really,
Mario.
But would you rather have that or more Rayman Origins Legends? You would rather go Mario, because...
I'm always up for more Mario because I know what I'm getting every single time.
The same game.
Rayman Origins is amazing. It's different. It's a fast-paced game.
Yes.
Mario is a precision, kind of like, here, collect the coins.
I don't know.
How do you get that gold coin? I don't know. It's crazy hard to get.
Just like every other Mario game I've ever played.
Wow.
They just throw a fresh coat of paint
What's
on
that?
it.
Alternate exit. Okay,
that's
Yoshi.
Nintendo's major way to... Actually, that's the best way for... That's the Japanese business model, is they take the same concept, they slap a slightly new coat of paint on it, and they resell it.
Look at the board game industry. That's what they do all the time.
Yeah, but not when I'm paying like $40 a pop for the same video game over and over again.
Also,
I want some innovation.
I don't know.
Well, 40, 50, 60...
They've been different in some way.
Depending upon the system.
Well,
so.
they've been different in some way, but it's largely very much the same game.
And
look at Zelda, for instance. It will never be...
Zelda is a Zelda game. If you don't want to play a Zelda game, don't play a Zelda game.
Yeah, go play Darksiders. Oh, wait, you'd rather play Darksiders.
Yeah, I would.
I wouldn't rather play Darksiders.
Darksiders is a much better game. It has a better...
Darksiders was fun, but I wouldn't rather play it than Zelda.
It has a better story, it has more interesting graphics, and it doesn't require motion control.
And I would rather play Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning because I found it to be good. It had aspects of Fable mixed with aspects of Zelda.
It mixed with aspects of Skyrim.
Yeah, that seems
was like
pretty cool.
Well, it was a good
Mixed
game.
with loading times.
Kingdoms of Amalur
and
had
extremely misrepresented open world. Like, it is...
Yeah, I can agree with that, but Kingdoms of Amalur had the potential to be something good, and it failed badly.
Well, I wouldn't say bad. It just...
A company closed.
Well,
it wasn't because of that.
No, that was a lot of...
The game was actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, it was selling well. It was mismanagement of funds and resources.
I got a copy sitting on the shelf. I play it every now and again. It was fun.
And I see, that's the thing. I like it. I would give it, like a 6 or 7 around there out of 10, which would be about 3 for us.
The team did good enough that with more... Because it was a brand spanking new gaming team.
Yeah.
If they had more time to develop a sequel... And it was an interesting story.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of big names were involved in the creation of that game. I think R.A. Salvatore is one of them. A little bit.
I think he did some of the...
He did some of the story work.
Did some of the story for it.
It was interesting, and the game had potential to go somewhere if they had more time to...
I think they were going to turn it into an MMO eventually.
Which would have been cool. Which is what
I would have been down for that.
It's what Torchlight wants to do.
Yeah, which I've been waiting for about 5 years.
But I don't know how you're going to... Torchlight's
like
always been supportive of their mod community. I don't know how they're going to fit that into an MMO.
Well, that's... Because I would love to see an MMO, but Torchlight 2 is amazing.
Which is another reason why I'm slightly interested to see how Elder Scrolls 6 is going to shake out. Because I've always enjoyed... there's always the mod community to make the game look better, make it run better, add new interesting things that they eventually become...
Well, I imagine they'll be making a brand new engine again. So.
Oh, yeah.
But it's coming out before that.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Right, so that to me is Elder Scrolls 6.
No, it's not.
Elder Scrolls Online is Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online is just Elder Scrolls Online. It is not Elder Scrolls 6.
Okay, let's go with that.
I thought the title was Elder Scrolls 6
No,
Online.
it's not. It's just Elder Scrolls Online.
But it's also...
It happens in the second era, which is actually a really interesting story.
I'm just saying, though, that it's going to have an updated engine. It'll have multiplayer, obviously, because
it's not an updated engine. It's a different kind of engine because it's an MMO.
Yeah, well... It looks
graphically.
Cool. Oh, there's actually
graphically it'll be different. It's not going to look as good as Skyrim, I don't think.
It's not 6, all right? It's not 6.
I actually think it'll look as good, if not better than Skyrim.
I don't think it does.
I
mean, there are screenshots.
It sucks.
I don't know.
It's just garbage.
I've seen pictures where elves look less awful, which is cool.
I find this amusing because Eli really doesn't like Elder Scrolls Online, which blows me away.
I just don't understand the need for it.
Because Warcraft is garbage.
No. Warcraft... hear me out. Every time I've been playing an Elder Scrolls game, ever since I started with Daggerfall. Ever since I went from Daggerfall to Morrowind, and I did all the expansions of Morrowind, which were great. Blood Moon was an amazing game.
It was good.
But every time I play, I'm like, I love being the center of this epic journey. I love doing all these quests. I love fighting things. But I always said to myself, you know, it would be really cool if I could share this experience with my friends. You know, especially with Skyrim, how big and expansive Skyrim was, even compared to Oblivion, and I thought Oblivion was massive. You know, I spent hundreds of hours in Skyrim. I liked it enough to buy the entirety of the game for my computer so I could continue to mod it and enhance my experience. But I kept saying to myself, I would love to be able to do this with my friends, because the companion AI
I never once said that anytime I was playing an Elder Scrolls game.
I did, because
it was mostly with Oblivion. Like, once you got to the console, I was like, I'd love, because my friends would have the same game, and I'd be like, oh man, I wish I could play with them. You know, I wish I could hop in and
the whole thing that I always loved about, like, it was not sharing your experience with other people, like, in game. It was always just like coming to them afterward and saying, like, oh, I did this crazy thing, and they're just like, what? That never happened in my game. Like, it's crazy. Like, and just having that kind of out of the game experience and community with those games, instead of having the, like, yeah, we all shared that same experience. Like, yeah,
but the world was so massive and expansive. I mean,
I never felt the need to play with another person.
As a living, breathing world, it would give way to the concept that there is more than one thing going on with more than one person, and with the different alliances.
But that's not how it's going to feel. It's just going to be an MMO. Like, you can go kill this guy that respawns.
We'll see. You know, that's the thing. It's very early for that.
As I do usually value your opinion on games and stuff, Eli, because you are quite knowledgeable. You are always very negative.
No, I'm not always very negative.
He's usually very happy about the wrong stuff.
I'm either...
Look at this indie game from Steam. Look at this thing on the 3DS shop.
Or might I say it's like...
Those are the things you should be happy about. Like, that's where the innovation is in the gaming industry.
Let me rephrase that. You are hateful and super cautious about certain things, and you are very easily swayed by others. Like, flashy new... funny things, like a new Mario game, you're excited. You get excited.
I'm excited because Pokemon. I love Mario.
I can agree. Well, Pokemon, I can agree.
Like, Mario is my childhood.
I'm cautious about the Elder Scrolls Online game because I was so excited for.
I'm cautious about it too. I don't see a need for it.
I played Guild Wars 2 and I loved it, and then I got to level 80 and was like, meh.
Okay, so this from the guy that accepts the fact that there's like a million of the same Mario games.
Yeah. No, I just don't...
They don't need to make
That's not the same
more...
thing. That's not the same thing.
Yeah,
that's not the same thing.
It's the same thing because it's a new game. It's a new game with multiplayer.
Yeah, but it's an MMO. It's not just a new... a new Elder Scrolls game with multiplayer?
It's called Two Worlds 2.
That sounds way better than Elder Scrolls Online. Like, already, you've got me interested. And Elder Scrolls Online does not, because it's an MMO.
So I think it's going to be more like what I just said than
I don't think so.
Pure MMO.
That's what everything that I've seen about it does not indicate
you have the capabilities to play through the entire game without the rest of the world. That's already been stated. You can go through the entire storyline by yourself. You don't need anyone else.
Right.
It is only by your own free will that you join up with other people.
So, you know, we're going to call it on this because
I reckon we should.
We could really go on for about 25 hours.
I'll keep an eye on it. I'll make sure I check up on it. You know, maybe we might play it. Maybe we won't. I might throw some money in on it. I don't know.
I'm definitely not, because I don't play MMOs anymore. Not even free ones, because by golly, Champions was terrible.
Yes.
I was very disappointed.
The game I'm looking forward to next, because I know one of my... Tim and Brandon, I have a friend that worked on his WildStar. And that game looks interesting. So.
You know, I'm excited for... it was just Kickstarted recently.
Kickstarter's so much fun.
They have a City of Heroes remake or whatever, where a bunch of people took the engine and everything and decided to make a game. They actually licensed all that junk. The stuff that just got thrown to the side when they closed the servers. And they're going to make a game out of it. I'm like, Kind of cool.
I'm still waiting for Project
Seems
Eternity.
like they'll get shut down.
Probably.
No, they've licensed stuff.
They
They're
fully
paying
licensed
for it.
Yeah.
They're actually giving money to.
That's what Kickstarter.
So was the Kickstarter was to buy the licenses?
Pretty much. It was for that. Plus, the guys are actually coders and stuff, so they're gonna make
also
something
City
more
of Heroes
out of it.
near the end of its lifespan allowed the players to create and do a lot of things. So
Oh man, it
all
got
of the
crazy.
all
It
the
was good though.
all the tools are already there. They just need to license the proper stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
the game always interested me. I like DC Universe Online a little bit because of the same kind of reason.
exactly. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. Welcome to the finale, everyone. Steve, what do you got coming up in the pipe?
I'm finishing writing my next GMing article, and I will be doing a review of Quick Draw once I get another couple episodes.
And of course, we should expect sometime maybe this month, Firefly, the board game.
Once
review.
I get my hands on it, the community of the Time Rust peoples will be the first to see it.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Eli, what do you got in the pipe?
First of all, I just want to say, Rob Liefeld couldn't draw his way out of a paper box.
Probably not.
No, I'm not.
And after
What's he
that,
been drawing lately?
uh,
What's he drawing lately?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing lately, but I just know he's awful.
Did you see a picture of something he did recently and it just make you want to cry?
Oh no, I've just like
okay.
the last,
What's he done in the past?
a friend recommended that I check out the 40 worst Rob Liefeld drawings.
Oh yeah, no, that's oh my gosh.
We'll
have to show you after.
It's
Rob
like the
Liefeld
best thing
did
in the world.
what was it? Youngblood.
He did a lot of stuff.
Cable,
Captain America,
Well, no,
Captain
that
America.
Captain America hurts.
Cable,
me.
and Deadpool.
Deadpool. He helped create Deadpool actually.
Yeah.
which hurts me.
I know him from creating Deadpool, but his art style is kind
Founded.
of...
He was
wait,
he was
just-
part of the
just wait.
dudes that founded Image Comics and stuff.
It's like... okay, yeah, I know who he...
They were very extreme.
It was...
But
it was like... crap.
I'll be working on finishing reading all 40 of those this week and playing more Grand Theft Auto Online. I hope to maybe this weekend get a video for Hearthstone, like a proper video.
Right.
just-
720p or
yeah.
something. Yeah. Gotcha.
Just a short little, preview.
Blurb.
But yeah,
Shmizu.
playing more Grand Theft Auto, playing Pokemon.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking-
Okay.
Pokemon's picking
Looking
up some
forward to-
comics. I'm going to try and get caught up on my comics because I really want to get caught up on all that stuff. I'm way behind.
I was kind of hateful because there was no Villains Month for the new Guardians because they covered that with Green Lantern.
There wasn't?
It was just Green Lantern,
Oh.
not GLC, but
I thought
GL.
all of them had a villain cover.
Only, it was Villains Month. And
I thought it was every
stupid.
single...
No, Relic was only in the Green Lantern comic, and there was
Really?
no
Huh.
new Guardians this month. So I was actually kind of hateful. I had a big conversation with the guy down at Lost Legion because I was like, what's going on? He was like, that's really dumb. I didn't know.
Yeah,
So-
that's random. But I'm going to be
cool.
doing that, playing Pokemon,
I look forward to
and
battling your team.
yeah, I look forward to trouncing you.
Oh, the gauntlet has been thrown, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy. All right. And
What are you going to be doing this week?
I'll beat you with my 6 magic carps.
I'm going to see what we can do about spoofing up our new digs and
Spoofing?
If you need some help, give me a call.
Spiffing.
I'll let you know.
Cat Room
'Cause
3000.
I'll be here on Sunday.
Because American Horror Story
3000.
Coven
Oh.
and
Pass.
Walking Dead. Coven actually started last
Double
night.
pass.
But Walking Dead and
we
Coven double feature.
Double
Are they
Sunday.
pass.
gonna re up the Coven? Is Coven on Hulu now?
Ooh,
No.
Can I get it?
quick news
No.
tidbit.
No.
Quick news
It'll be
tidbit.
on Netflix in about 8 months.
Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been picked up for a
Oh, yeah, I saw
full
that.
first season.
Cool.
It's an
Of
enjoyable
course.
show. It's really fun. It's not what we're expecting, but you
I know we
what?
didn't get to discuss it this week, but I also still didn't watch episodes 2 and 3 yet. So
gosh.
next week I'll be ready.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting to see if you had watched any
Yeah,
of it yet.
I will
but-
be ready next week.
And episode.
4. I will
Right.
be all the way caught up.
But what I was going
I'm going to watch them this weekend. My sister's home this weekend, so I'm going to watch
We've got, was it Marquise coming back? We might have.
Yeah, he's going to have Comic-Con blast for
He
us.
and Chantel will be rocking the mic, talking about New York Comic Con.
I'm just going to sit here next week.
Just absorb. We'll talk about S.H.I.E.L.D. for a bit. We'll probably make it an extra large episode. We may have to start early. But it should be interesting, guys. So that's really it. So, Steve?
Play more games.
Do stuff.
And check us out on timerust.com.
Peace out.